Now, if you like Irish jigs, Irish whiskey, Irish food, and Irish culture, you're watching the right channel. This year, the 10th Annual Irish Festival was held in Gettysburg. Now, the festival was full of music and fun for the whole family and featured some heavy-hitter musicians like John Whelan. Now, ACTV didn't stop at simply bringing you festival highlights. We went above and beyond. We moved from the festival to the Gary Owen Irish Pub in Gettysburg for a personal interview and more music from Mr. Whelan, who was wailing some Irish music. There we also discovered how he came to be involved in the festival.
My name is Patrick Bowling. I'm Media Relations Coordinator for the Irish Heritage Foundation of Gettysburg. We're the people that produce and present the annual Adams County Irish Festival each year at the Gettysburg Moose Park. The Adams County Irish Festival is a benefit for the Irish Heritage Foundation of Gettysburg. We have a long-term goal of developing and establishing a National Irish History Museum and Library in the Gettysburg area. The festival also benefits worthy Irish charities. This year we're partnering with the American Ireland Fund, which is an affiliate of the Ireland Funds, a worldwide network of 11 different funds in different countries with Irish people in them that have been supporting peace and reconciliation, community development, arts and education programs throughout the entire island of Ireland.
It's great. It makes you a lot more energetic on stage because you're just glad to support something like that. Great people to work with. You just know that they're just good listeners and good people. You know, it just makes it a good atmosphere. We're a group of 4 sisters, so we've been together for forever. And we started playing. Our mom taught us all to play. My mom learned in high school. Then she went to college and sort of slacked off. And then she was going to church, and they needed some help in the worship teams. And then my mom taught my oldest sister, and then pretty much all down the line, because we were all homeschooled, so that was part of our music program.
The festival takes a fair amount of planning and coordination. There's entertainers that need to be locked up, there's vendors that need to be engaged and contracted with. We need to have provisions for dealing with parking and a lot of the other operational issues related to running a festival that draws about 3,000 people. The festival itself is a family-friendly event that offers food, Irish gifts, music all day long, dancers, living history, displays and exhibits by Irish American organizations. So there's something for everybody. You certainly don't have to be Irish to come to the Irish Festival and have a good time, but it does help those connect a little bit more with their Irish roots. And there are a fair amount of people in Adams County that do have Irish ancestry. The last census, 15% of the people in the county did indicate that they had Irish ancestry. A lot of the early settlers in what is now Adams County, what was then Western York County, were a lot of Scots and Scots-Irish settlers. And that was one of the primary reasons, not the main reason, but one of the reasons why Adams County eventually was split off of York County, which was predominantly Pennsylvania Dutch and German. You had the Scots-Irish and the Irish in this part of Western York County, and it led to some different cultural divisions and economic divisions, and that was one of the reasons why Adams County came about. More information about our organization can be found by logging on to www.adamscountyirishfestival.com. It explains what's involved with the festival. If you want to get involved, we're always looking for volunteers, not just to work at the festival, but also to help us with the year-round planning. There are certain activities that need to be done throughout the year to pull this thing off. We have a small group of dedicated people that help plan this thing, and we have a fair amount of volunteers on the day of, but we could always use more help if anybody's interested in helping plan Adams County's only Irish Cultural Festival.
9 years ago, when the festival was first conceived, it was to provide opportunity for people to experience the, some of the history, some of the music, some of the crafts, stuff that we have at the festival. So I've been real happy that I've been able to be involved with that, and a lot of great people working on the festival board and a lot of good volunteers that make it happen. It is a lot of work, but it's something I think that's important for the community.
I've been doing this for 37 years, and I was very blessed. I was born in England, and my parents from Ireland. And I was fortunate enough, my father was into the music and ended up getting me started on the accordion when I was 11 and a half. By the time I was 14, I did my first album in Belfast. And of course, I did the circuit, traveled around Britain and Ireland, and came to the U.S. in 1980. You know, I think it's important to remember what your roots are. I mean, I play roots music. Irish music is roots music. It's Irish music. It's not blues or jazz, but it's still the root music of Ireland. And, you know, I started playing the accordion and Irish music for the love of the culture when I was 11 and a half. I never certainly anticipated all the things that would happen to me. I'm like any other artist. You certainly desire to have good things happen. But I think the reality is that, you know, no matter what you do in your life, you always go home. And coming to Gettysburg and the Adams County Festival, Irish Festival, is like coming home because that's where I started. You know, it's really nice to come to these festivals and see them grow and grow with the people in the festival too. You know, you become lifelong friends with some of these people. I'm a regular guy. I'm a carpenter. You know, Kevin McCready, who owns the Gary Owen here, we work together in New York City, and you know, he's a great guy, and I just, you know, I have to come here and be with my friends. You know, that's what it's all about.
I've known John. We actually met on the construction site in New York when I was up there as a carpenter working, and I thought, geez, this guy's good. I got to talk to him about coming down to the festival here, because a lot of my good friends, Ed Averill and Dan and one thing and another, were organizers on the festival. So I didn't know who John Whelan was, and I'm like, are you kidding me? I mean, I was just telling Dan, you know, one of the guys jumped down with a ream of paper. Is this the same guy that we're talking about? And I'm like, yeah, I didn't realize he was famous. So it's, you know, these guys are incredible. I mean, we've been working hard here on trying to build a reputation for music, you know, and we're getting great minds in here constantly now. So, and then starting next month, we're going to be having one night a month. We're going to be doing Irish music night. Just it's one of the main encouraging things about me starting this bar with my family has been the Irish Festival. I've been coming down here just for the festival alone for 8 years. You know, since I missed the very first year, been down every year since. And you know, all my good friends in the festival committee, I was like, man, you know, there's such a yearning for Irish culture and music and stuff in this area. You know, it'd be great to have a bar here, you know, and it's always been, you know, an ambition and dream of mine to have a bar, so thank God, you know, it's all coming together. So it's been a lot of fun, you know, and then having guys like this behind me helping me out with music, I can't ask for anything better than that, you know. It's just been fantastic from start to finish, absolutely.
Well, it was a super time, and it seems that everyone is Irish for at least 2 days a year here in Adams County. Now, after watching our report, we know you're already planning to attend next year's 11th Annual Irish Festival.